Everybody's alive. Hello, yoga people. It's a beautiful, crispy Tuesday morning. We are here at Mystic Fitness Yoga Studio, as usual, for you every morning at 9. And although this is completely free and you are most welcome to use this resource, we really value any type of donation or monetary help that you can give us. That is really a big present for us for the new year. The other thing I wanted to notice and tell you guys, we are working with masks on for your safety. So if you come to the studio, we do and take all precautions to make this space as safe as possible. And with that, we're going to start our class. So please come to comfortable position, seated position on your mat. And just start dropping in. And that feeling of dropping in is just a way of our mind to disconnect with or from the outside world and tune in. If you find it difficult, you are not alone. It is really hard to do in this day of age. The most simple way to do so is to breathe. So release tension in your belly. We all have a belly, don't worry. Nobody's judging your beer belly. And just start caressing it with one of your hands and just breathe in and out and let it be soft and happy. Close your eyes and after a few strokes to your beautiful, beautiful belly, bring both hands to rest on your thighs with the palms of your hands facing up. Keep on breathing with a soft belly. Leave all judgment outside of you. And bring some kindness and love and peace with every breath to the inside, to your mind. We can all do workouts. That's not the point. Yoga is different. Breathe in and out. And let that acceptance be your practice body today. You're here, you're breathing, and you're practicing yoga. Big breath in and let it go. One more time. Squeeze all the air out. Big breath in and squeeze it out. Keep breathing naturally. Bring the palms of your hands together. Rub them to create a little bit of energy there. And then one hand is placed on your chest and the other on your belly. Full acceptance here. And we'll start our lesson with the sacred sound of Om, but first a cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and Om. Open your eyes and smile. Bring your hands up to the sky and look at them. Let your head fall back a little bit, then roll your shoulders down. Don't let them be up at your ears. And then start reaching up with one hand, the other one bends to the side of the body, and switch. It doesn't matter which hand you start with. We are just moving and flowing in between these two stretches, looking up and breathing. Inhale and exhale. Find your rhythm. 2 more times to each side. And meet me in the center. So come back to center. Now tuck your tailbone in a little bit. It's not a big movement. And then hold on to your knees and round your body all the way back. Lean back. But pull yourself from your knees and then tuck your chin in. So this is a modified cat. On the next inhale, with the crown of your head, lead forward, then open your chin and look forward. Drop the belly. Keep on holding onto your knees and bring the scapulas to meet behind you. Then look up, modified cow. Tuck your chin in, tuck your tailbone in, and push back to the modified cat. Exhale. Inhale with the crown of your head, move forward in a wave-like motion. Open up your chest. Pull those shoulders back. Look up and roll your shoulders as if you're a teenager. And roll back into modified cat. Exhale. One more time. Cow. Seated cow. Roll those shoulders away from your ears as well. Look up, roll your eyes back, and meet me in the center. Bring the right hand over your left thigh. Your left hand can help you behind you and twist to the left. No need to look to the back. It's the beginning of the class. We don't want to strain our neck. Our cervical spine is very tender in the morning. If you ever reached for something in a cabinet in the morning without warming up, and then you felt your neck, that's it. And bring it back to center. Left hand over your right thigh. Kickstand with the right hand behind you if you want. And twist to the right. Now in all twists, we inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, open up the chest a little bit and bring a little bit more of a twist. Again, I'm not looking to the back. I'm just opening the upper body. And bring it back to center. Switch legs, you guys. So I said it many times, and I'll say it again. Yoga is not about symmetry, it's about balance. So we'll do this again. Right hand over the left thigh, kickstand the hand behind you, and twist. And this time, maybe a little bit of a gaze to the back, if you feel comfortable. Roll those shoulders down, inhale, elongate the spine, exhale, twist, ever so slightly. And come back to center, take it to the other side. 2 breaths here. Again, if you feel comfortable, roll those shoulders back and maybe look a little bit more towards the paintings or to the back of your room back there at home. And bring it back to center. Excellent. Move to the middle of your mat more or less and bring the legs. I'm just moving to the back, but you guys stay where you are, and open your legs to the width of the mat, placing the feet in bent leg position. Remember the tucking of the tailbone we did before? Do that again. Shoot your hands forward. And what I want to see here is rounding of the scapulas when you go back to that modified cat. Now tuck that chin in. And you know what's coming. We're going into modified cow. So you pull yourself up with your core, drop the belly in between your hips, grab hold of your feet, and pull up. So roll those shoulders up, look up. And again, exhale, come to the modified cat. Inhale to the cow. We're moving a little bit faster. Do it with your own breath. Exhale to cat. Maybe coming lower this time. Inhale, push forward. Look up, roll those eyes. And exhale, come to cat. Meet me again in the center. And drop the knees to the right, hands up. Then drop them to the left. A little bit of mobility to open the hips. Now when I'm going to one side, the glute of the upper leg is squeezing up. So do that a few times to each side, squeezing the glute. And breathe. And the next time you're on the left side, push yourself up. A little bit of a back bend and come down. Now the key ingredient here is control. Again, up, push that glute, and down, use the thighs. Left side up, a little bit of a back bend, down. To the right, up, a little bit of a back bend, and down. Meet me in the center. That position that I call position A, I don't know why. Bring your hands behind you to a kickstand. Roll those shoulders back. Bring those feet a little bit closer, just a tiny bit. And then use the same movement of the glutes to come to a reverse table. Now pay attention to your shoulders. Don't let them crunch to your ears or flop down like this, right? That's not the movement. And yes, I'm talking while you're holding. Your head can look up to the ceiling, or if your cervical spine is happy, you can drop it back without crunching the shoulders. And release down. Just fixing here my mic. And let's go to second set. Inhale, push up. Maybe going even higher with your glutes and your thighs. So your hips might go even higher. And this time when you come down, bring your bum bum, technical term, as close as you can to your feet. To your feet. Yep. Turn the direction of your hands so your fingers are pointing to your bum bum. Bend your elbows and come down as far as you can. And then stretch them straight and roll those shoulders back. So a front stretch of your pecs, pectorals, I call them pecs, and go down. Again, it's like a reverse push-up. Keep your elbows in and stretch, bend, and stretch. So you're stretching the inside of your hands and your shoulders. One more time. And this time, come up to this kind of reverse table. So I'm not pushing my hips up, right? I'm here. Bring right hand up. Circle the wrist and bring it down. Switch hands. Left hand up, circle the wrists, bring it down. Right leg up, circle the ankles, one side, the other direction, and bring it down. Left leg up, circle direction, to both directions, I meant to say, and bring it down. And now bring that right hand up and roll over to table. Elegant. And now rock forward and back, continuing that awakening of the wrists. Maybe opening the palms of your hands to the side and rocking side to side on them. That's another option. That's wonderful. I actually love it a lot. Or bringing the fingers to point at your knees and doing the same back and forth. So you have three options here. And remember, we have different bodies, so different things will feel different to you. Just keep on rolling in between those rocking motions just to make sure your wrists are ready. Excellent. Tuck your toes under and push yourself to sit on them. We are stretching the feet as well, maybe rocking from side to side. Some people hate it. I love it. But if it's not something that is comfortable to your body, don't do it. Just stay here. Excellent. Great. Bring it back to table. Untuck your feet. Give it a little bit of a shake to your feet. And then tuck your toes under. Roll your shoulders back, right? Roll them back. So you're pushing the mat and at the same time rounding your scapulas, the upper back. Look down, not forward. Don't break that elongated spine. Tuck your tailbone just a tiny bit. So this is neutral back. Remember this. Tuck your toes under, and bring your knees to a hover, just a hover. Then push your hips to your heels as if coming to sit on them, but nothing more. Look down to your mat, so the crown of your head is elongated. Hold it here and come back to a hover. Breathe in, breathe out, push back. So the knees are on a hover and you're pushing your hips to your heels. Look down to your mat, elongating the spine, and your hands are pushing the mat. I know this really is hard, but it's wonderful. Come back to that hover, push the mat away with your hands. Breathe in and out. Last set, you guys. Push back. Push those hips back. So you are almost in child pose, but your knees are in the air. So everything falls on your thighs. And bring it back to the hover. Release the legs to the ground. Untuck your toes and come to child pose. Breathe in and out. If you're like me and you always need movement, then sway from side to side, opening your hips a little bit more and the lower back. If not, stay in child pose and breathe. I've been saying it, and it's true. Taking a break is not cheating. It's a reset button for your body. It's very important. And use your breath, obviously. Push it back to table. Tuck your toes under. Come to a hover, and then push those hips up. Exactly the opposite than before. Bend your knees plenty. Your heels can be up in the air. Breathe in and out. Roll those shoulders away from your ears. Your fingers are digging into the mat. That will help your wrist. Now walk the dog. One heel goes down at a time. One leg stretches, the other one bends. Keep that tension in the upper body. Don't move it. Walk only the legs and elongate that spine. Breathe in and out and come to stillness. So in this stillness, you can lower your heels to the ground or stay bent, whatever is good for your back. Release your head, say yes and no. Big breath in, look forward in between your hands, bend your knees plenty, and then walk or hop to meet your hands, forward fold. First forward fold, so your knees are bent, your belly is resting on your thighs, your head is completely loose. Maybe come to ragdoll, so hold your elbows with opposite hands and release your head. One more breath here. On your next inhale, release the hands. Bring the right hand to hold the left chin in forward fold. And on your next inhale, bring the left hand to the sky, straightening the left leg, bending the right. Look at your arm or your hand. Now, if this is not comfortable, look down, ground yourself. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. One more time. Inhale, sweep it up, straightening the left leg, bending the right. Exhale, come on down and release. Let's take it to the other side. Right hand, left hand to the right shin. Right hand, inhale, comes all the way up. Right leg straighten, left leg bent. Breathe. Exhale, sweep it all down. Inhale, right hand comes up. Left hand, right leg. Yeah, I was right. Sometimes directions are not my friend. And come down. Bring your hands to your thighs slowly. And pick yourself up all the way to mountain pose, Tadasana. One of my favorite poses. And the reason is nobody can move you if you're a mountain, right? So drill into the ground. Activate the glutes so much so that you have a little bit of an external rotation forward of your hips. Then elongate your spine upward, roll the shoulders back, open those hands to the future, and tuck your chin just a little bit. Breathe in and out. And on your next inhale, circle sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center and hinge from the hips, pushing the hips back all the way down to a forward fold. Inhale, come to that neutral back that we established in table, but this time tuck your core in like crazy. Tuck it in. We're here for 2 breaths. Micro bend in your knees. If you want to put on some challenge, open the hands to a T and open your palms of your hands to the front. One more breath here. Tuck that core in. Push the hips back. And release. Bringing the hands to the mat. Pushing the legs to plank. Now plank is like table a little bit. So your wrists are under your shoulders. You're pushing the mat away. You're rounding the upper body. Tucking that the core in and those glutes. So your hips are a bit lower than your shoulders. If this is hard, lower your knees. Look forward to the top of your mat. Open your chest a little bit without compromising that pushing of the mat. Breathe. One more breath here. Tuck your core in. And release the knees to the ground. Untuck your toes. Push those hips all the way forward, opening the chest to the front. Roll those shoulders back. And now, activate shoelace side of your feet into the mat, bringing the thighs to a hover. Upward dog. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck your toes under. Come to downward dog. Walk the dog. Come to stillness. Breathe in and out. Roll those shoulders away from your ears. Release tension in your neck. Look forward. Bend your knees plenty. Hop or walk to meet your hands. Forward fold. If you need more of a challenge in this forward fold, bring your hands behind your legs. Keep a micro bend. And start looking at your knees. At the same time, pull yourself down and bring those hips up. Release. Bend your knees and circle sweep the hands to the sky. Standing. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, circle sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, come to chair by pushing the hips back. We're not pushing the knees forward. We're pushing the hips back, bending at the knees. When we come to a comfortable position, we are straightening the body over the hips, rolling the shoulders back, bending at the knee, love. Yep. More. Down, 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 down. Excellent. Amazing. Stay here with me for 2 breaths. Tuck your core in. And the way we do it is, imagine your navel going in and up. That will bring a little bit of a tuck. Shift your weight to the left leg and shoot the right leg back to runners. Excellent. Runners, back leg is straight. Toes are drilling into the mat. Hips are square to the front. Hands are in heart center or on your hips, whatever is comfortable to you. Knee, front knee is above the ankle. We're here and we're moving our upper body to a hover over the front thigh. So I'm creating one line between my crown of my head to my back heel. Keep pushing those legs into the mat and try to bring the inside of your thighs together. Breathe in, breathe out, and shift your weight forward, bringing the right leg back to chair. Inhale, circle, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, heart center. A little bit of a movement in the hips here. Maybe a tiny bit of a back bend. Activate the glutes always. And come back to standing. Inhale, circle, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, come to chair, hinging from the hips, sitting back to that imaginary chair. Toes never go over the knees never go over the big toes. And then straighten your back. Roll those shoulders back. Breathe. You can do it. You're getting stronger. tuck that core in, as I said before. Shift your weight to the right leg and start shooting that left leg this time to the back with control. So the key to do that is to lean on your right leg. All those cues that I gave you before are relevant here. Back leg straight, drill toes into the ground, hands on the hips or heart center, and then shift forward your upper body, coming to a hover. Look to the top of your mat, elongating the spine. Push those legs into the ground. It's an active pose, guys. Inhale. Exhale, shift your weight forward again, bringing the left leg back to chair. One breath here. Exhale all the way up. Again, bring your hands maybe to your bum bum. Activate glutes and a tiny bit of a back bend. Come back to standing. Circle sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, maybe jumping to plank or walking the legs back to plank. Activate glutes, activate core. Push the mat away. Look forward. Inhale. Exhale. You are getting stronger. Bend the left leg up in flex. Pull it down. Bend the right leg in flex. Pull it down. Left. Right. If you're on your knees, just lift them up. Right. Left. Breathe. Right. One more time. Left. Right. Lower your knees to the ground. Untuck your toes and come all the way to the mat. Slowly. Your hands should stay next to your body. Tuck those elbows in and put your forehead to the ground. Roll your head from side to side and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Lower your heart rate. So the body works in waves. You need to let it process the hard work. That's why breaks are not cheating. Activate shoelace side into the mat. Shoelace side of your feet. Then activate the glutes. Inhale. Exhale, roll shoulders back. Keep your elbows tucked in. And exhale, come up to baby cobra. Hold it. And release. One more time. Activate the legs. Inhale. Exhale, roll shoulders back and peel your chest up. Look forward. Don't lift your legs. Just look forward and release. Breathe. One more set, you guys. Inhale, activate legs. Roll shoulders back, tuck your elbows in, and come up. Baby cobra. Now you're not pushing with your hands. You're lifting from your back. And release to the ground. Push to table and back to child pose. Party time, as my friend Joe says. Take a breath. Take a sip of water. Maybe breathe. Maybe just clear the sweat of your forehead and your neck as I'm doing. I love the heat, you guys. There's nothing that can compare to the heat of the studio. Okay. Hope you all had a little bit of a break. Come back to table. Tuck your toes under and push your hips up to downward dog. Roll those shoulders away from your ears. Most important cue in downward dog. And then push the mat away as if you want your belly to sit on your thighs or to get glued to them. Activate all fingers into the mat and release the head. Say yes and no. Breathe. On your next inhale, right leg goes up in the air. Keep those hips square. Bend at the knee, and only then open the hips to the right side and push that right leg back. But pay attention to your shoulders. They don't switch weight from one another. And bring the leg back. Now lift the back heel. Shift yourself forward over your wrists. Bring the leg into your chest. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the foot and bring it in between your hands. So once again, we are in runners, but with the hands on the ground. Don't come up to a hover, but shift your weight into the right leg and bring that back leg closer, setting up for warrior 1. Now come all the way up, warrior 1. So in warrior 1, you want your hips square to the front. Your hands and your body are aligned with your hips. Your front knee is over your ankle. Roll those shoulders down. Roll them down. Excellent. Yep. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Roll those shoulders back and humble the warrior. It's a wave-like motion. When you're down, if you want to, and your feet are strong into the mat, lift your hands to the ceiling and let go of your neck. Breathe in and out. Make sure your front knee is not wobbly. And release back up to warrior 1. Breathe in and out. And open up to warrior 2. So the back leg should be parallel to the back of your mat. Your front leg is still bent, but maybe toe heel it so you create a T with the 2 feet. The second thing, you want to open your hips to the side, contrary to warrior 1. Open your hands, roll your shoulders back. Breathe in and out. Flip the front paw. We are cats today. And reverse the warrior. Ha! Now here, left hand can be on the thigh or behind your back. Breathe in and out. Make sure you're not losing the bent front leg. And bring it back to warrior 2. Inhale, exhale, lower those shoulders. Look to the front. Bring the forearm to the front thigh and open up to side angle. Now push those hips forward. Tuck the tailbone in and push those shoulders back. If you need more of a grounding, look to your foot. Make sure your knee is over the ankle. Breathe in and out. If you need, go to a full bond here. So we're bringing the right hand under your thigh and the left hand behind, holding it, opening the chest, looking up. Breathe in and out. Release the bond. Come back to side angle. Come back to warrior two. Breathe in and out. In and out. I know. Bring the front leg, the left leg, the right leg to be parallel to the left. So wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, activate core. Exhale, roll shoulders back, push hips back. You go ahead, Corina, you're wonderful. And come all the way in. Now, bring your hands to the middle, in between your legs, and pull those toes a little bit inward, just a tiny bit. This will give you a different mobility sensation to your hips. And then if you're bendy, bring your forearms to the ground. If you're not, stay here. Release your head in any case. And just breathe in and out. Just enjoy this. Pull those hips up and bring more weight onto your toes. So you are actually leaning forward, hinging from the hips, maybe reaching that ground with your head. Don't be afraid, you're not going to fall. You have your hands to support you. And release everything. Bring the hands in front of you. Toe heel your feet to the width of the mat or a little bit wider than your hips, and come to a squat. You guys, I am sweating. I don't know if it's a saying, but I'm sweating cats and dogs. Yep, that's me. And hamsters too, because I love hamsters. All right, we are in a squat. Bring those elbows inside your knees. Push them a little bit out. Tuck, or rather untuck your tailbone, and then straightening it up. I want to give you a visual. This is so important, you guys. You can see me too. This is not squat, all right? This is not squat. This is amazing, Erin. Yep, it's very important. And one of the most important mobility moves you can make for ever. Excellent. Bring your hands to your heart center. And if you have healthy knees, if you don't do this. Just push yourself up. If you have healthy knees, come all the way up. Excellent. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. And set it up. Back to warrior two with the right leg in front. Yeah. Cartwheel the back hand and the back leg to the front. Inhale, circle, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the ground. Maybe jumping, maybe walking to plank. Nice, Erin. All right. Stay here or lower your knees. Bend the left leg, open to the side like a peeing dog, and bring it back, straight it back. Bend the right leg, open to pee, to the right. Bring it back, straighten it down. Left. Bend the right, open, back, straight. Bend the left, open, back, straight. Bend right, open, back, straight, and relax in pose, in plank pose. We're going into chaturanga, so halfway down. Untuck your toes, inhale, upward dog. Exhale, tuck your toes under, push to downward dog. Woo. Lower your heart rate and breathe. I like to pull my thighs or my hips from side to side, rolling the heels to the ground, together to one side, and then just find my stillness again. Whew. Yep, it's hot. Hope you guys at home are doing great. Here we have true warriors one by one. So on your next inhale, left leg goes up. Keep it square. Then bend the knee and push it back, opening the hips. Make sure there's the same weight on both hands. Bring it back to three-legged dog. Bend to your chest. Lift that back heel up. Push forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the foot and bring it in between your hands. You are still down here. Don't come up to that hover. We did that. Shift your weight forward and walk that back leg a little bit forward, setting up for warrior one. So this is where we rest. Inhale, exhale. Take a minute to square those hips to the front by rotating them to the other side from the straight leg. Roll those shoulders back. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Roll those shoulders back. Open the chest. And in a wave-like motion, humble the warrior. Release everything down. And if you are stable, I need to walk my legs open a little bit wider this time. And only then lift those hands to the ceiling, releasing all tension in your neck. Make sure your front knee is above the ankle. Breathe. One more breath here. And release the hands back. Come on up. Using your core, bring those hands up and open up to warrior two. Toe heel that front leg to be in the middle of the back leg. I'm going to switch sides just so you can see me. Take a breath here, you guys. Roll those shoulders down. Flip the front hand or paw and reverse the warrior. So here, it's so important to keep the chest open. So I'm looking up, and my elbow is not over my head, is at the same line as my ear. Roll those shoulders down. Right hand can do whatever. And come back to warrior two. Take a big breath. Roll shoulders down and bring it to side angle. So left forearm on my left thigh, open up the right hand to the sky. Breathe and enjoy this. I know it's hard, but it is enjoyable. Roll those shoulders back, push those hips forward, engage core. If you need or want more of a challenge, bring it to that bonding thing. I almost say bondage. That's not the word, you guys. So left hand under my front thigh, right hand behind it, holding, and then opening the chest, looking to the ceiling. Legs are uber working here. I'm trembling. One more breath. Release. Come back to side angle. Come back to warrior two. And straighten the front leg, pivoting it to be parallel to the left. Open your hands to a 5-star position, pointed star, and inhale. Exhale, come lower. Whew. When you're here, please bring those toes a tiny bit inward, just a tiny bit. Doesn't have to be a big movement. Release your neck. Release your shoulders. Push those hips up and start shifting your weight to your toes. That's where the stretch is. Now don't lock your knees. We don't want hyperextension anything. Just breathe. And just as before, come out of the stretch with your hands in front of you. Toe heel the legs to that width that is comfortable to you. Toes are pointing outward now, and come to squat. How we doing? Everybody okay? Yes, sweating? So it's not only me. Yay! Okay. Keep that elongated spine. Now, we are not going into crow. Don't do that at home. We don't recommend any inversions. But we are going to go to the first step of crow, which is bringing the hands in front of you and shifting everything onto your hands. So I'm giving you the side view as well. I'm from a squat, bringing my hands in front of me, I don't know, wherever they're straight. Open them to the width of your shoulders, so not inside, not too wide. And push everything you have onto your toes first and then forward. That's it. Round your back and bring it back. This is so important for the core. This is actually a core movement. Again, forward, lift on the toes, engage core like crazy. Then lift those hips up and push forward. So see why your wrists are so important? Keep on tucking that core in. Round your back and come back down. Excellent. So again, healthy knees, come all the way up. Not healthy knees, help yourself. Open the feet and come on up to that more or less wide-legged stand. Shift to the left leg, forward warrior two. Position yourself, one breath here. Activate glutes and thighs. This is not a resting pose. And cartwheel the back leg and the back hand to meet the front. So by my calculations, you're at the front of your mat. Whew. Inhale, circle, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, come straight to chair. So we didn't do much twists today, and this is where it comes in. So if you have a block, put it in between your legs. If you don't, use a pillow, a water bottle, a rolled up towel. I don't have one today. That's weird. But anyways, just keep something in between your legs. And as I said before, we don't judge what you have between your legs. Excellent. So sit back. We don't care. It's yoga, people. All right, sit back to chair. The reason being to hold that thing is layers of movement. I'm contracting the inside of my thighs, but also I'm keeping track of my knees. Bring the right elbow over your left thigh and twist to the left. Look at your knees if you're holding something in between your legs. You'll see that they're not moving. That's what we want. Now release some tension in your core and twist more. Open your chest, roll your shoulders up to the back. And come back to center. Don't release that activation and come to the left. So left elbow over the right thigh. Pull those hips lower than your shoulders. Open your chest. Breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Hold it. Push back and release. Ta-da! I love that, you guys. It helps so much for the knees. All the muscles that come over the heel, the knees, get stronger by pushing in. All right, top of the mat. Open your legs to that squat that I love. And come all the way down to the squat. And then, with the most control that you can, come to low boat. So I'm cueing it. Bring the hands forward. Bring the bum down. Round your back. This time it's okay. Lift your toes and bring your bum to the ground. Then bring your legs to the front and yourself to low boat. So in low boat, the legs are up. Activation of the glutes, activation of the core. My shoulders are up. My hands are to the side of my body. I'm looking at my navel. Bring those legs to your chest and extend. Legs to your chest and extend. 3 more. 3. Keep those shoulders high. 2. And extend. 1. And stay in low boat. And the objective here is to try to eliminate that little gap in the lower back. Now, if you need more, bring your hands over your head. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Hands to a T. I know. I said the same. Release. I'm going to sing opera here. Whew. Just breathe. And if you know me, you know there cannot be only one set. Yes, my friends. So bring your hands to the side of your body. Now, please don't put your hands under your sacrum. That will teach your body to be lazy. Don't do that. So put them on the side of your body, palms of your hands facing down. Roll those shoulders back. And now bring those legs to a hover, the same hover you were in low boat. You can point your feet, you can flex them. It's up to you. And then bring them straight up to the ceiling. Again, you can flex, you can point, whatever. Bring them down to a hover. The slower, the better. And up. Keep the core engaged all the time. You can push the ground. And to a hover, engage glutes. And up. Try to eliminate that gap in the lower back. Down and up. One more, you guys. You can do it. Down to a hover. Eliminate the gap. Contract the core in. And up. Bend to your chest. Give yourself a hug and roll from side to side. Woo. But you know what it means. We're on the mat. So how bad can it be, right? We're not going to stand up. We're done. Not quite, not quite. One more set. All right, open your hands to a T. Your legs are bent in your chest or on your chest. Drop them to the right to a hover. Contract the side of your core, the obelisks. and bring them back to center, dropping them to the left to a hover. Now, it doesn't matter how low you go. What's important is that your shoulders are on the mat, come back to center, and flow in between those two movements. Breathing and extracting and contracting the side obelisks, the side core muscles. Now, if you need more of a challenge, you can straighten your legs. Bring them up straight and then to one side, straight to a hover, and back and to the left or to the other side. But your shoulders should be on the ground. The palms of your hands are on the ground. You can definitely help yourself with that. One more time to each side, whatever variation you are doing. And come back to center, leg bent to your chest. Breathing in and out. Interlace your fingers and bring your hands under your right knee. Release the left leg to the ground. And just breathe. And now pull that leg into your chest and then away from the rib cage. If you want another layer of movement here, flex your straight foot. So contract your glute as well. Pull with your hands. Open your chest at the same time as you're pulling your leg. Breathe in. Exhale, pull a little bit stronger. If you need to open your leg all the way to the right, you may do so by holding your big toe with your right hand and open to the side. Your left hand can open to the side as well, to the left side, obviously. And bring it back. Release the pull. Bring the left hand over your right knee and guide that knee to a twist on the floor. Open the right hand to the right. You might gaze onto the right hand as well. If you need movement here, I'm offering two modifications. You can grab hold of that big toe again and opening it up all the way to the left side. The right leg is straight to the left side. Or if you are bent and you want another movement in the upper body, open both hands to a T and then bring the right hand to meet the left hand as if you're closing a book, and then open the book again. Do that if you feel like it's good for your upper body. Make sure your shoulders are nice and loose. Bring it back to center. Interlace fingers behind your right thigh. Extend and bend your leg a few times just to feel the hamstrings. And then maybe circle it in the hip socket a few times to one direction and then to the other. Just breathing and releasing tension. We worked hard with the lower back today and the core, which, by the way, are connected. And release the right leg down. Bring the left leg to your chest. Interlace the fingers on your shin, under the knee, not on the knee. And pull it into your chest and away from your rib cage. Keep on pulling with your hands, but release the shoulders on the mat. If you need more of an activation, flex your right leg. Excellent. If you need more of a challenge, bring your hand, your left hand, to hold the big toe and open up to the side, maybe looking to the right, gazing to the right. Just open. Ah, that is so nice. I don't know about you, but this stretching just hits a spot for me. Great. One more breath and bring it back to the center. Bring the right hand onto the left knee and just lead it to that twist, opening up the hands to a T or holding the knee, whatever. Sometimes I need to hold my knee. It gives me more of an option to release the stretch on the side. So this is important because we worked so hard with the obelisks, right? So again, two options here. Either straightening the leg, this time the left leg with the right hand looking to the left, or keep the leg bent and close the left hand onto the right as if you're closing a book, and then open it up again and move between those 2 points in a flow with your breath. So a lot of people actually find stretches better in movement. Find out who you are. And bring it back to center. Interlace fingers behind your thigh. Extend the leg and bend. Extend and bend a few times and bring it back to the ground. This is the time where you find that inner space where you say to yourself, this is enough. I surrender. Roll your hands to the side of your body, palms of your hand facing up. Take the time to take out of the system movements that you might need. You guys at home do the same, maybe just swaying from side to side, maybe a baby bridge before you come to Shavasana. I am gonna lower the lights for the sake of the people in the studio. I see a lot of acceptance here. Breathe in and out. Bringing your awareness inside. Letting this hard work be felt in each fiber of your muscles. We often forget the most important thing. the breath and the doing nothing, which is a paradox because if you're breathing, you're actually doing something. Concentrate on your breath. And just like in the beginning, leave your belly open. Leave your chest open. And when you inhale all the way, be sure to exhale all the way. And this wave-like motion is the primal pattern of nature. And therefore, if you connect to this simple trick of breathing, you connect to nature. You are waves. You are wind blowing onto top of trees. You are sand dancing on desert dunes. You are wheat bending over in a huge field. You are breath. And when you're ready, start wiggling your toes, your fingers. Start introducing some small and gentle movement back to your body. Maybe a big stretch with the hands over your head, stick pose, like after a good night's sleep. And release. And then come push yourself to one side, slowly and with control. And from that side, that fetal position, which is the first pose of all of us, push back up to a seated position. Elongate your spine. And we're going to finish this beautiful class with these beautiful people and beautiful people in Instagram and Facebook with the sound of Om. So first, a cleansing breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and Om. It is a great honor to practice with you yoga. And from my heart to yours, I say namaste. Have a great day, you guys. Keep breathing.